Today we're eating 4 incredible global street food dishes, and yeah, as usual, we're making it competitive. Can Chef Ben and Normal Jamie identify the countries that these dishes come from through taste alone?
Boys, ready to get travelling?
Oh yeah.
Can't wait.
Okay boys, de-blindfold for dish number 1.
De-blindfold or unblindfold?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Aren't these the best videos?
Yes, they are.
OMG.
So what we got?
Deep fried sandwich.
It's a battered sandwich with a dip.
Off you go, delve in.
There's 4 each.
I love the fact that even like in our own fish and chip shops, you get the scraps as well. And you got the little batter scraps in the bottom of the dish as well. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ebbers likes it.
That is just the right level of greasy meets stodgy.
Yeah.
Meets potato spiciness. As in spice, not spicy. It's beautiful. There's a bit of warmth, but it's not hot.
No, all right.
But it is spiced.
This is really unusual because it's everything that I expect from a certain dish, from a certain country, but in a completely different setup.
Format.
Yeah.
Texture-wise, what's it like having like crispy batter on soft, pillowy bread?
And then on top of that, you've got kind of like floury meets stodgy potato filling, like a good. I suppose I'm trying not to use
He's trying not
words
to say stuff that can give it away.
Pinpoint it to a particular place.
In the centre, it's a spiced onion, potato kind of mixture.
Bit of cheese in there as well.
Yeah, cheese on the...
Cheese, yeah, so for me, there are a couple of ingredients here that are standing out, like a tamarind dip, evidently turmeric here because of the colour, and there's mustard seeds. And I think mustard seed, turmeric and tamarind take me to a place.
I get the feeling they're both very confident.
So do I.
So here's how it works. 3 points for a correct answer. If neither of you get a correct answer, the country that you guess that's closest to the right answer will get 1 point.
Now, here's the thing. Is what we're both thinking too obvious? Are there other countries in that part of the world that also share common ingredients? Of course there are.
And that's
The
what makes
brain
this game so good.
is ticking.
I just don't want to stop eating it, if I'm honest. That's beautiful.
Time to lock in your answers, boys. Okay, boys, time to reveal your answers in 3, 2, 1. England and India.
Ben, explain yourself.
I think I had something very similar on the streets of Delhi where it surprised me at the time because of my naivety. They were using white sliced bread filled with potato and fried, sometimes in batter, sometimes just as a toasty.
And Jamie, where did you have this in the UK?
You're thinking it's like a Wigan slappy or something?
In my mind, inspiration is from India, but I didn't know if this was an Indian dish or whether this was something you'd find in a fish and chip shop somewhere in England. That kind of...
It's a Leicester slappy.
Like, exactly. Like, go...
If it had a piccalilli on the side, I'd be with you.
I can reveal that this dish is called bread pakora and is from India.
Yes!
Evers gets the full 3 points.
I went the obvious.
But it's never usually the obvious! No!
But Jay, if it helps, you're only 4,600 miles away.
So absolutely a common street food in India on the streets of Mumbai and Delhi. Specifically, some of the origins link back to Pakistan as well when they were all the same country. It's absolutely making a sandwich out of those garam masala spices, the spinach, the potato, the onions, and then deep frying that in a gram flour batter.
So like pakora batter. Amazing. That is absolutely delicious.
So this street food dish is actually commonly eaten in the mornings with
really?
a chutney, maybe like a coriander and mint.
What a way to start a day.
Pretty epic.
What were your thoughts on it?
I really enjoyed it, but it's because it feels like a naughty treat. Like, it feels like when you get a sausage in batter, it's like, I've taken something great and I've made it better. and that's exactly what I've taken a sandwich and then I've put it in a batter and deep fried it. It's unbelievable, and the dip sends it off.
Yeah, that tamarind sort of sweet dip really cuts through all of that delicious fat.
And it lends itself to that street food vibe where you can see those huge, great big saucepans in like inches and inches of oil, and they're just throwing in the sandwiches after sandwiches after sandwiches.
The fillings can vary, often paneer sometimes added, sometimes cheap Indian cheddar as well. So this is actually, this has got cheese strings in it, to try and get close to that. But yeah, what an interesting dish.
What a start!
Yeah.
Boys, we've got more rounds, but you need one of these.
Yeah, look, there's a lot to go around. Everyone's
some points
salivating.
back.
Let's eat these and do round 2.
Boys, lift the blindfolds for your next street delight.
Oh my word. What is that?
These are strange noises. Uncomfortable noises I'm hearing from them.
Smells unbelievable. I mean, it looks like chicken thighs.
That would be my first guess.
Please, tuck in.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's a really sticky, fruity, kind of barbecue-y glaze on that.
Because we know you have barbecue the world over and every region has a very different style of barbecue. This to me is leaning into American barbecue, but not Texas.
It's not low and slow, it's not Kansas.
Or where else have we had? Like Puerto Rico, tropical fruit and like molasses and honey. I don't know what ingredients there are, but it's almost sticky and fruity. But also, in the likes of Mexico, like al pastor, which is pork tacos, has pineapple that drips down over it as it cooks.
Can you pick out any other flavours from the marinade?
It's not in the slightest bit spicy.
No.
So there is no chili. So it's kind of taking me away from the likes of jerk. But I think it has similar herbs in it to that.
It is really, really hard because it is absolutely delicious. Narrowing it down to a country of origin.
This has got to be the giveaway. But the trouble is, now I'm forgetting which are countries as I bounce around the Caribbean.
Well, I can give you a clue. I can tell you what the sauce is made of. Brown cane sugar, soy sauce, ginger, ketchup, and various aromatics.
So you just gave up, did you?
No, but important ones there, Jay. Soy
Yeah.
and ketchup.
Yeah.
And ketchup being not tomato ketchup as we know it, but ketchup. Catsup. Which originally came from the other side of the world. But is it before or after it's travelled that this dish comes from?
But also the other side of the world that connects with the other side of the world
Yes,
because
it's round.
of the spherical nature.
What?
Oh, depends what you read on the internet.
Thank you.
I've read a lot of
Depends
stuff.
on which echo chamber you're in.
I'm triggered by that. Right, we
Jump
get
up.
From where it's from, it is super famous, served in stalls on roadsides and in parking lots. So Jane, they've got roads.
Well, that narrows it down.
Right, we're going to have to force you to start locking in some answers, boys.
So answers locked in. Can you reveal them in 3, 2, 1, kapow. Fiji and
Public.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Interesting. Why Fiji, Ebbers?
I thought maybe kind of like barbecue, outdoor grilling, like Australia, Oceania kind of area, but maybe not that obvious, so out to the sea a little bit.
Spaff?
Cane sugar was a big one for me. Pineapple, I just thought the Caribbean area might be something to aim for.
stop tickling.
Have you ever tickled the other side of a chicken? Or a pineapple for that
Wax
matter?
on, tickle, tickle. Wax off, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, wax off.
But I'm not confident with this one.
Both have good logic, but I can reveal that this dish is called huli huli chicken. And it's from Hawaii.
Which would have
Hawaiian
been,
pizza pineapple.
Which is a state in the USA.
of which Washington DC is there and the Dominican Republic is there and Fiji is all the way over there. Or all the way over there.
That's a long way away.
But the way that we do calculate this is from the centroid of the correct country. So the central part of the USA. So not
Well, that's changed.
Hawaii.
No, that's not changed.
That's always been the case.
Always been the case, always a centroid.
Oh, so I've definitely lost.
So-
If it was Hawaii, I might actually be quite close, given the Earth is round.
There was about 1,000 miles in it if we'd have done it that way. But Jay, you take the single point. Your guess was 1,998 miles away. Ebbers, you were 6,627 miles
long,
away.
long way away.
So the name huli huli chicken comes from the Hawaiian word to turn, which is huli huli. It's turned on the grill, usually cooked over carve wood and served roadside, in car parks, all over Hawaii. Really, really popular. So it's invented by a Portuguese-American businessman and he was barbecuing at a chicken's farmers meeting and served it to a massive group of people, realised how popular it was, and he's actually gone further to make it really popular in Hawaii and cook the Guinness World Record biggest chicken barbecue by turning huli-huliing chicken over and over again.
Wow.
That's epic. And that also now makes more sense, given what we also know about things like poke bowls from there, the soy, and that kind of the pineapple. Well done, Jake.
3-1.
Clawing it back.
Clawing it back. Ready for a third?
Let's do it.
Okay, boys, number 3.
Yeah.
Take your blindfolds off.
Where in the world we're going now? Oh, it's wrapped in foil.
Oh! What is that in there?
I don't know, it's got a sausage hanging out of it.
Mine's got 2.
But also pickle and ketchup, mustard.
It looks so good.
It's a hot dog Rito.
Oh, Jamie, not again!
We've been here before.
Relish, ketchup, possibly
Yeah.
mustard. Like, I'm getting all the things you'd expect of a classic hot dog, not one from Chicago. No ketchup, thank you very much. Oh my goodness, what is that doing in there?
What have you got?
Mashed potato.
Mashed potato?
Mashed potato!
I thought that was cheese.
It's mashed potato.
This is a bangers and mash wrap. Ed, have you been involved in this? You've got your name all over it.
There is a really tangy relish in there.
Does it work, in your opinion?
I mean, all the flavours work. The bread wrap is adding nothing other than making it possible to eat by hand.
Stability, yeah. What an unusual double carb combo.
What do you mean? Literally the first one was bread and potato.
Yeah. Right, so this is from India as well, is it?
Yeah, but if you don't know it's double carbs, then it counts as keto. So you should be tasting creamy mashed potato, hot dogs, crispy onions, that tangy relish, traditionally could be ketchup, mustard, all within a flatbread.
You say hot dog, I say frankfurter.
I say wiener.
Gonna have to get you to lock in some answers, please, boys.
I'm quite confidently putting something down.
Oh, Ebbers. I don't like playing the game with Ebbers.
Okay, boys, answers locked in. 3, 2, 1. Denmark and Poland.
A couple of years ago, I went with some friends to Copenhagen, more recently than we went, and I'm pretty sure on that trip I saw it.
So, Jay, you have been to Denmark.
I was more interested in the beer and the rides in Tivoli.
We live and breathe food here.
And the cuisine on that trip.
Well, I can reveal that the name of this dish is Tunnbrödsrulle, and it's from Sweden.
Oh!
So not a direct hit for Ebbers.
So close though.
I mean, it's literally, there's a bridge between them.
His guess is in Scandinavia.
And I can also reveal that one of you is closer by only 141 miles.
Centroids, that's the problem.
Oh,
If it had been
bloody centroids.
if it had been Copenhagen to Stockholm, I might have got it.
But the win is going to have to go to Ebbers with Denmark.
Yes.
126.
Ebbers, you're closest, you get the point. So this was reported to have been invented at a hot dog and burger stand because it was the first one in Scandinavia to have a mashed potato machine.
There was it legit.
Yeah, so reportedly the Ilov Loffe Bratwurst at Loffe's Grill, first to have a mashed potato machine. They made hot dogs, boshed them all together and wrapped it up.
Well, it gives it a real good structure.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
obviously the mashed potato just gives you, well, the same way rice would in a burrito, the mashed potato is doing the same job.
Starchy job. But for me, the standout bit from that was the relish. The tangy tomato relish was absolutely delicious.
As with most of these, you find them everywhere from local markets, food trucks, convenience stores throughout all of Scandinavia. So, Ebbers, you were kind of also right.
I'm also
But
worried
the
that I might
origins-
have, that same trip, we went across to Malmo for one night and I wonder if I did actually steal it.
That's what it was! Oh no!
But we had meatballs instead.
An unusual double carb combo that I will be coming back for more of.
Easy to eat, one-handed, and warming, and hearty.
I've got to win this last one.
You have
Jay,
to
you need a
draw
bully.
it.
You need a
draw
bully
it.
to draw. Let's find out. This is insane.
Outrageous.
I'm salivating just sniffing it.
So are we. You're going to want to lift your blindfolds quick.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what?
There's a lot of chilli on that, but there was also a lot of deliciousness.
Chips, rice, chicken nuggets.
Dig in.
Get your face in there.
The thing is, I'm not sure this is going to help me because I feel like looking at it, I know exactly what it all tastes like.
And it tastes good. Whoa.
Stir-fried rice.
Yep. Sweet and sour. Oh, it's spicy.
Spicy more than sweet and sour. I thought it was going to be sweet and sour because you can see the gloss on it. And then you've got what looks like a stir-fry with peppers, onions, more chilli, and that kind of numbing heat.
It sounds like you're playing a game where you just list off all the ingredients and hope they're all in it.
Yeah.
Turns out they are all in it.
And then bits of chicken. Again, I've got a continent.
I've got a continent.
Chili is a big ingredient here. You have chili chips, chili chicken, red and green peppers, sliced chili, fried onion, and a blend of spices, including chili. You've got 2 delicious sauces on top. You have a curry sauce and a sweet and sour sauce.
Oh, it's got the sweet and sour. It has got the gloss. It's a hotter version than I remember.
Oh, he's done it again! He's done it again!
It could be already
I feel
out.
like this is unfortunate.
This
but
should be a normals game.
I'm against Jay on this because
Lock in your answer, boys.
So final round, Jamie, you need this. Can you now reveal your answers? 3, 2, 1, reveal. England and Ireland. England worked so well for you last time, didn't it, Jay?
What was your logic, Jay?
To me, this is one of those mega combo boxes that are being made and they are viral. They're now TikTok accounts that are fully set up from takeaway shops going, right, let me talk you through what our mega combo box is. And they show you everything that's going into it, and it's every single shade of brown that you just want to eat. And this, to me, feels like one of those kinds of things.
Okay, good logic. Ebbers.
well, I lived there for a year and I had a few of these and we used to call them Chinese bags.
Why a Chinese bag?
Because it was often from the Chinese restaurant takeaway and they would just put it all in a bag and shake it up and serve it at you.
Interesting.
It was, but I don't remember any of the ones we had, but it might have just been my choice. They weren't spicy, but they were rice, sweet and sour chicken, salt and pepper fries.
This one's had a little cushy flair.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Here we go. You ready? This dish is called a spice bag,
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
and it's from Ireland.
I'm sorry, Joe. I feel like you were hard done by today.
That's
Because 3 of those I've had on the streets in the places where they are.
Hard done by is 7-1. I'd call that an obliteration.
Yeah. The thing is, your logic was like bang on.
Yeah.
Like this was invented in the Sunflower Chinese restaurant in Ireland, where they got bored of the post-shift kind of snacks, and they basically took everything they had, combined it into one, put the dry ingredients into a bag, covered it in the spices, which are garlic powder, chili powder, ginger, salt, sugar, aromats, MSG and white powder. Give it a shake up and then pour it over. We have here some fried rice as well. It's astonishing, isn't it?
It's like a Long Island iced tea, but for a fish and chip shop in Ireland.
That's exactly what it is. It's
Take everything, serve it up
all of
and
the
eat
best
it.
things and put it into one because it's unbelievable. I absolutely love it. I'm just annoyed at Ebbers.
But I feel like that was the one time, I've had it twice in Ireland, and I feel like on both occasions I was very much a normal, not a chef at the point I was eating it.
Okay.
After a couple of Magners
You're a trainee
and a
chef
couple
as
of
well.
Guinness,
Yeah.
it just hits the spot.
It was when you were getting your experience working in an Irish restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was on my placement, yeah.
So you were almost on the journey from...
Normal to chef,
Yeah.
if you say so.
I'm trying to justify
At the
it.
very moment I was eating this, I couldn't have been more further from a chef.
What a selection. If you had to pick your favourite from today, what would it be?
First one.
I'm sorry.
Really?
A deep fried sandwich, a hot dog and mashed potato in a wrap.
How many carbs have we had today?
You had barbecue, smoky Hawaiian chicken.
Yeah, and then this.
A spice bag. Yeah, I think for me it was the bread potato pakora
Really?
things.
Really?
Excellent.
Paneer.
They were superb, but I'm so glad that I've got to try one of these. I'm really, really happy.
Well, Ebbers takes the win 7-1. That might be the biggest score gap we've ever had.
Embarrassing.
Well, it's nice to be.
Comment down below, did you guess any of those? And please continue to suggest your country's amazing street food dishes that we can stick into this game for next time.